YouTube, it's time for new cards. We've got some combos, and we've got some reveals of the new... I think this is a deck build pack, I believe. This is the Phantom Revengers reveal, which is, I believe, a deck build pack, right? This isn't a core set? A faceless fusion monster whose invisible hands promise your opponent salvation. That's theme number 1. Heckin is the name for the many-armed giant sons of Gaia who are siblings to the Cyclops and the Titans in the Greek mythology. Jauza is from El Jauza, the central one, refers to Orion's belt. Jauza is apparently a story of a woman who married her lover, but was found dead next morning after the wedding, and her husband ran for his life. Well, count me in, dude. Arabic tragedies do seem to make the best deck builds, apparently. Enia Craft. Oh, I didn't even see the name. Hecatonkira Jauza. That's definitely... Okay. Let's guess the themes and stuff next. Oh, I see something Earth-related here. A flip monster theme deployed to... Wait. So, they told us? A fusion deck? Oh, great. The fusion community is going to once again ruin another archetype. And a flip monster theme deployed to ascertain the sins of man. Enia Craft. Ataref.mar. Enia means 9 in Greek and might be referring to the Neagram of personality. This, to verify, can sound like 9. The ace monster's name includes F, which is digamma, the 6th letter in Greek. Mar likely refers to the ocean. A flip-related deck. This is how this always goes. It sounds absolutely ridiculous and broken on paper. They end up being able to tutor like completely busted cards, like what is it? The Cauldron of Greed, or what? What's the Pot of Greed card that's like level 9 and just has like the most insane like flip effect? Like, it sounds crazy on paper, but how are you actually, you know, resolving it? Mimigul is about as close as we'll get to a meta flip deck, so this one, stay tuned for all flip enjoyers. I don't know if that's a thing. If I was to make new rules in Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way, I would argue that you should be able to set as many monsters turn 1 as you'd like. You can normal summon once per turn, but you can set as much as you like. I think that could help a lot. And to be honest with you, I don't even think it would do anything. But anyway, last deck here is Killer Tune. Oh, finally, the Australian Outback Junker theme, right? That's definitely what's going on here. Synchro Tuner to make some killer noise on the floor with its wild scratches. Yeah, so naturally, there's always going to be big fandom surrounding Mad Max. Historically, one of the most influential cultural iconic movies. That's the vibe I'm getting anyway here. Does anyone know, like, if we've had any other decks like that in Yu-Gi-Oh? Because I can't actually think of any that have particularly followed that theme. And it's synchro-related, which is also awesome. Who cares about the gender? Shut up! Anyway. So we're getting a synchro, a fusion, and a flip deck. Konami, there's a mechanic you forgot about. Again. Ritual. Who cares? OCG ban list is coming on July 1st, which is in 2 weeks. About 2 weeks from now, we're getting the OCG ban list. The site, formerly known as Twitter. Lucky them. They get an announcement of their ban list as to when the ban list is. That's 10 out of 10. Genuinely. Lucky them. Alright, let's get into the new cards here. We've got Solfachords. There's only 3 new cards. It's been a while since we read these. They seemed kind of good on paper, I remember many eons ago. But at the same time, I don't think this deck has ever really been played at all. I believe they had like a bit of a restriction or some kind of lock that prevented you from basically doing pen slop, which is, I suppose, good and bad in some ways. So maybe pure Solfachord will actually be a deck. Now, I do know the Link monster in Solfachord is absolutely crazy. So a deck surrounding that should be decent. Isn't it like triple negates or something? We've got Solfegia, level 2 Light Fairy Penned, scale 9, whose effect once per turn. When a monster effect is activated by your opponent on the field resolves, if you control a Grand Solfachord negate, then destroy this. Okay, so I think this deck just has like 4 negates, end-board negates now. You can only use first effect once per turn if you control no monsters or monsters as Solfachord specialist. That's incredible. You kind of needed this. This makes the all the Link stuff before your pen summon is the important thing here. When you activate this effect, you can also tribute this card, and during your main phase, you can special Solfachord from your hand, except itself, or if you tributed this at activation, special the monster from your grave or face up extra. We got Solfachord Primoria. Scale 0. When you pen the monster, target a Solfachord in your pen zone, return it to the hand. First and third effect once per turn. Normal special adds Solfachord, any Solfachord. If you activated Solfachord card effects, your activated Solfachord card effects can be negated while you have Solfachord cards with an even and odd in your pen zone. So they can't even like stop your Solfachord that negates from negating because it's unnegatable. Awesome. If you link summon a Solfachord, add a Solfachord card from grave or face of extra to your hand. Alright, and a new spell card. Just a normal spell. Activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect of this card's name per turn. Discard a card if you do add 2 Solfachord pens with different pen scales from your deck to your hand, and special Solfachord pens from your hand up to the number of monsters your opponent controls +1. Okay. Now, I hate to be like, card lose to card. But in a deck like Pendulum where you need lots of hand advantage, discarding for cost wait, no, it's not cost actually. Ooh, okay, that's a little bit better. But this is the most ashable card I've ever seen. Yeah. So thankfully they didn't make it a cost, because that would be very minus. During your main phase, and it gives it applicability going second as well, which is crazy, because the +1 pen summon from hand is actually crazy. And during your main phase, you can conduct a pen summon of a Solfachord in addition to your pen summon. Conduct 1 Pendulum summon of a Solfachord monster plural. So 1 or multiple? Finally. Pendulum 2. Let's see what this deck can do. Alright, shoutouts to Nerd Factor for cooking. I don't know what it is with Pendulum, but he's obsessed with that mechanic. This is a 1-card combo. Do you ever see that in Pendulum? Liar. Liar. It's 1.5 card combo. Liar. Alright, so we're going to go into Primoria to add the new spell card, Happiness. Discard for effect, add Eggia and Cutia. Special summon the Cutia. 0 + 1 is 1, means we get to special summon this to add another Primoria. Then we're going to scale, link Shokan into Beyond the Sus. Beyond is going to add Fancia. And then we're going to Pendulum 3. On summon, Fancia, sticks Angelica into the extra, link Shokan again into the Grand Solfachord Muzekia, recycling the Happiness to the hand here, link Shokan into Kulia, activate Happiness again. Sorry, what? Is this not once per turn? Activate one of these effects, but this... Sorry, this isn't once per turn? Okay. Wait, what? What am I missing here? During your main phase this turn, you can conduct a Pendulum. So activate one of these effects. Oh, we're activating the second effect now. So now we're activating the second effect, which is Pendulum 2. Okay. Now we're going to Pendulum 2. Activating the effect of the Link monster. Add a pen from your hand to the extra face up, and 1 face up pen from your extra to the hand, as long as one of the even scales and the other has an odd scale. When you pen summon a Solfachord, you can target one of them and add a Solfachord from your deck to your hand whose level is equal to the pen scale of that monster. So targeting 1 and add a... targeting an 8 and then adding an 8. So we're adding the main deck Kulia. Scale Kulia. Link Shokan into Mirage. Activate this thing. That just tags into Gracia. Gracias adds another Symphony here. Oh no, that's a different card here. Okay, Symphony. What does Symphony do? But first of all, we're gonna link Shokan. Wait, there's no restriction. We're making slop? Is it? Okay, wow. And then on the opponent's turn, we can activate Symphony. Pop 1, draw 1. Of course, you're gonna draw Ash Blossom. Naturally. You have SP Little Knight. You have Mirage for spell trap negates, I believe. And you have an Omni Negate Kulia. As well as Kulia, which is a weird Dryden, apparently. Which is summoned by this Kulia. There's more! And another monster effect negate from the Solfegia in this scale. This is a 1-card... This is a 1-card combo. This is absolutely ludicrous. 1-card combo Fairy Lock. Alright, so this one locks you into fairies? Sure. Alright. So what is the combo? It's just spell, right? Or the new one, I guess? Wait, Dawn Angel Camby. Control no monsters. All monsters are fairy. Special this. Tribute any number of fairies, including this, and special fairy from your deck whose level equals the total. You cannot special when you activate this other than fairies. Okay, so this is some pack filler looking ass, which is probably printed like 5 years ago. But it gets you into the 1, which is the 1-card combo. Okay, alright. So we discard, we go for these 2. So the only difference is this is going to be the last combo, but with a fairy lock. So let's see what we can do with just fairies. Since the entire Solfachord archetype are fairies here. Was that Elegance go into the scale here? Scale 2. Pendulum 2 here. On summon, this like bounces this. We add a Colia. We're going to link into the 3 here. Link into the Mirage Light. And then you have the same sort of stuff that you had before. You got the Spell and Trap negate, the weird the Omni negate, the negate. There's all of this just with a fairy lock instead, because in order to get to the actual good new Solfachord card, you need to play more copies, which is this thing, which is kind of just Lone Fire Blossom, but with a restriction. Okay, Solfachord best deck. That's awesome. See you in the next card review. Hope you enjoyed this one. Subscribe to the Highlight channel. We should have meme review next week as well. Chef reacted a couple of days. Take care. Bye-bye.